Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European Indices, and starting with the DAX here for the daily chart and the Elliott Wave count. As you know, we've got two Elliott Wave counts for the DAX. One of them is this one here. If I just remove this one here is wave 3 here, with an A wave here, an A and a B and a C wave here for the B wave, and then 5 waves down for the C wave here, which will be 1 and 2. And moving into the third wave here, we'll examine that further, and wave 4 and wave 5 coming down to around the 11,500 mark. The other count is more bullish, and that is that this move up through here is wave 1, and we're looking for an A and a B and a C to pull back to the 61.8% retracement level, which is the lower end of this rectangle box here. So they're the two counts that we have, and we just really need to give it more time. We are short in a couple of positions within here, and that's fine. But let's go in and have a look at this. So let's go and have a look at the bearish count first. We'll do that on the 4-hour chart here. So with this one here, so we've got wave B here, and we're going down for minor wave B, and we're going down for minor wave C, which will be down here, and don't need to worry about that mess on the side. So from wave 2 here down to wave 2 down to wave 3 here, we're looking for 5 waves, so we'll need to look at this as wave 1 and 2 in here. I was expecting this to bounce a little bit higher, but we'll look at that on the bullish count. So let's clear this up here. So wave 1 and wave 2 and wave 3 and 4 and 5 here. So we expect, even in the bullish count, we expect the market to come down into this box here as well. So we'll need to be a little bit mindful and have a strategy for that. So, but look, this just outlines that bearish count. So 1 and 2 and down for wave 3, 4 and 5 coming into here. Then wave 4, this wave 4 will pull back to this wave 4, wherever that one comes back into, and so on, and wave 5 as such, looking down 11,500, which is a medium level, and then obviously 13,000 is a major trading level, part of the Fibonacci sequence of numbers up to that point. The bullish count, even though it's bearish at the moment, we'll look at that on this chart here, and it's pretty much the same count we had before, but I've just labeled it another degree higher, in terms of we had this wave 1 here over here, but not that it matters. So anyway, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and wave 4. And this is kind of more suitable in one way or another, because if this was a wave 2 here, it never pulled back up to its 61.8% or 50 or 60%. It's more shallow, like a wave wave 4, but that's not the case on the FTSE. We'll check that in a moment. So in this instance here, we've still got more bearish downside here. So, but we've got 1 and 2 and this third wave down here that's just about finished. I can see it's finished because we've got the consolidation of a little 4th wave inside this 5-wave sequence here. So a little wave 4 here, and then wave 5 to move down closer towards the 400, or below the 400, into the between the 400 and 300 there. I'll just check that on the tick chart while we're here. So I haven't got it labelled 1 and 2 and 3, A, B, C for 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 5. Sorry, wave 1, wave 2. We've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for the third wave, 4th wave coming back up the 4th wave, 1 lesser degree. So yeah, we still got one more to come down into the 12, 440, 12, 30 area here for that. So yeah, and then we've got the AEX, which is I'm just using this. There can be that larger bearish count, but in this case here, I'm just using the bullish count to come down here further. So if I can just borrow some of these here, that will be wave 1, 2 in here, same as the DAX, 3 here, expect to bounce off the 5 here and then down for wave 5 here. So it's going to take next session to complete this. So then we'll just need to monitor it after that. It'll be interesting to see how it travels after this as well. I mean, I just need to see I need to see some information on this side here to be able to call the low in here or not. Such, I'll just save that. And also the FTSE is a bit different, same but different. So with the foot, I'll just go to the daily chart and come back here. That'll give us a bit of bearing then. So so in this case, we're looking at wave 1 moving up here, and then an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave moving here. The 50-60% retracement level is down at 7.2, so excuse me, late days. Anywhere in this space, 7,300 and 200 here. And we'll be able to work that out with the wave count as we go, but it's just good to know that where we're looking at with this. So I'm just going to shoot through to the hourly chart and pick it up from this top here on wave B here. We're looking for 5 waves to the downside, and that's not counted correctly. It's just something I'm mucking around with. I've already done my homework on that. So we can, in this instance, this kind of, this is kind of interesting here because we do have 5 waves here. This looks like 5 waves up here, but on the cash market, if you look at that on a 5-minute chart on a cash market, on the physical market, you'll see that it's actually 5, 3, and 5. So an ABC correction up into this space. I suppose it's okay to count it the way I did, but still leaves us with the same thing. But the interesting point is it's come back to the 61.8% retracement level where the other markets haven't as such. So this has still got further to go here. So this market could, if I just bring this down, here's wave 3 to finish, wave 4 to here, and wave 5. So basically, when we get to this point here, we've got the DAX and the AEX, and that they could push up from here, right? But in this case, I expect this to push up too, to come into this wave 4 here, and then move down from here, down into wave 5. So I'm not sure what's going to happen at this junction. This is where we need to wait. We need to sort out all of these European markets at this point. But for the time being, this little structure here of 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 needs to play out. So I'll just move that down. That's where we're going to get our bounce off that number there. That's where you would trade to and get out. I'm just going to save what I've done there. I'll just check on the tick chart here as well, just double check. Okay, yeah, so yeah, well, this has got to finish down here first. I can't draw on this side of the tick chart, but yeah, this wave 5's got to come into play, and then we'll get this wave 3, and then there'll be an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. This can come back up to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, which is here. So just be mindful of that here. I can't use that. Anyway, you get the idea. And from that wave 4 here, then we'll have 5 waves down coming into this area through here as a possible low here, or wave 3. But once we've got wave 3 here, then we'll be looking at an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. And this wave 4 can come up into this space here too. I always like to bring it down a bit, because sometimes most of the time they're a bit lazier, but we'll see. So quite a sort of, join the dots here, so to speak, but, a lot of support, which would reflect this number 5 here, the 500. The 5 is the second strongest market number in the market. 1 is first, then 5, then 8, then 3. So we'll definitely see support come in from here. So at least you know what to do in that case. Now also the MIB as well, the FTSE MIB, the S&P FTSE MIB, Italy here. As you know, I've been struggling with this because it's just newly on board here, but it doesn't seem that it's going anywhere from this 22,500 area here. And like I mentioned before, still expecting it to pull back here, and there's no way we're going to go long unless we get a nice tested support on 22,500, and we're far from that at the moment. And we would need the market to play a pattern like this here to sit on there, and it hasn't done that just yet, so it's stalled, and at this point should soften and move lower. So once it does move, then we'll be able to see what we've actually got here. But I was looking at this as a 1 and 2 and a third wave here, an A and a B and a C here for the fourth, and then down for the fifth here. But it hasn't let go of that number up there yet. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Cheers.